everyone. Today at International Airport Summit hosted in Kensington, London, I am joined by Chris Wilkinson, Head of Customer Operations at Leeds Bradford Airport. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining me today.
No problem.
Thank you. So could you please start by telling our audience who you are and what your role means for Leeds Bradford Airport, please?
Yeah, so I'm Chris Wilkinson, like I say, Head of Customer Operations at Leeds Bradford. My role is really about ensuring that a customer experience is absolutely fantastic and unbelievable for our guests and our passengers.
Sure.
My role is about ensuring that the operation runs as smoothly as possible. It's about making sure that we make memories for passengers, and actually that memories for their holidays and their getaways starts at the airport as well.
So what is your personal customer service strategy in dealing with the airport?
Yeah, so our strategy is, the customer comes first. And what we need to look at as a strategy now is ensuring that we've got the right facilities, making sure we've got the right people in the right place at the right time. Mm-hmm. And the way we do that is we use a lot of different teams at the airport now to make sure that we can pull on data and we can pull on other factors around the airport. Sure. To make sure that passenger experience is as optimal as possible.
Okay, so what are the other areas that you get the customer experience from? So you mentioned data?
Yeah, so we look at our data teams, we've got our airport duty manager teams who are constantly making sure that our airport's running as efficiently as possible on the day, making sure that they're there for passengers, in front of passengers, making sure that we have visible as well for those passengers to make sure that they feel that the airport isn't just leaving them or the handlers aren't leaving them. They've got to see people to actually make sure that they're feeling like they're looked after at an airport as well. And like I said, it's about that experience. If you think about that experience, you get that by engaging with people and actually interacting with the customers firsthand. Yeah,
that's important that you're doing that, because I feel like we're digitalising a lot and we're losing sort of that humanisation and human touch. So it's really important that you're doing that.
Absolutely,
yeah. So for my next question, how do these strategies help ensure customer satisfaction?
Yeah, so what we found is we listen to our customers an awful lot. We use things such as NPS scores and CSAT scores, and we use that with our partners within the airport. So, working with our handling agents, working with our airline providers, they give us that feedback as well.
Oh, sure.
We obviously have our internal pieces, but we actually speak quite regularly with our partners and say, what are your customers saying about Leeds and Bradford Airport? Share that data with us so we can make improvements going forward, and we can put that into our strategies then and how we progress as an organisation move forward.
That's good. So it's been reported that Leeds Bradford Airport has embarked on a £100 million terminal regeneration. What is this new terminal redevelopment expected to achieve for passengers, and how will it help impact the workforce?
It's going to be fantastic for passengers first and foremost. That's the upshot is we are long overdue, a bit of an upgrade, and I think that this is the first stage now of we call it our regeneration. We're looking to have 83% more seating, better accessibility. We are revamping a lot of our food and beverage areas. We are looking at our lounges. We're looking at our gates as well, adding additional gates into the airport, and all this adds into that customer experience and that benefit for the customer longer term as well.
Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned accessibility and you haven't completely forgone passengers with reduced mobility, because they're just as important.
Absolutely, we're a very, very heavy passenger with reduced mobility airport. We have penetration at about 2% at the moment, so actually it's something that's really high on the top of our agenda, and making sure that we look after our most vulnerable customers as well.
So what would that look like with the regeneration? Is it going to be more people, more wheelchairs available, more?
We're actually making it trying to make it a step-free airport for our passengers. That comes with its challenges. We are a very old airport at the moment. We've got to redevelop a number of areas within our existing facility. But I think that there will provide absolute, unbelievable facilities for those vulnerable passengers for us, and that's what we need to keep working towards now.
So for my next question, there's also been news that the airport is redeveloping their lounges, offering more spaces to consumers and new F&B options as well. So in dealing with these kind of redevelopments, how do you work with retail partners to create a good passenger experience?
Yeah, so our commercial teams work really well with our partners from a business partner perspective as well. Again, we listen to our passengers. What are the needs of these passengers? What are they saying to us? What do they want to see in their airport? And that's what we're trying to do, is provide these details, what the customers are telling us. It comes as a partnership, is what I would say. We work well with these partners from other organisations, But that's where it starts, and that's the strategy really, is listening to those customers, seeing what they say and what they want from an airport. That's what we need to be looking at first and foremost. If that happens in listening to the customers, that helps the commercial side of things as well from our side, and the revenue generated as well.
Okay, understood. So probably handling customer complaints is also another important side of the coin. What is your strategy in dealing with customer complaints?
Our strategy is to listen to those customers first and foremost. You never ring anyone to tell them they're doing a good job.
Right.
Right. You will only ever ring someone to say they've done a bad job, or email someone to say they've done a bad job. Very rarely a customer will ring you and give you a pat on the back and say, fantastic job, well done. So that must mean we've got something wrong for that customer. And what we've got to do is, collate that data, see if there's multiple complaints of a similar form, and then come up with strategies and ideas around how we're going to make those improvements. And that's the areas that we need to focus on then as an organisation, as a business. We need to look at what those customers are saying, why they're saying that, and look to make the improvements and remedy those mistakes.
Right, understood. And just as my final Vox Pop question, what does the perfect airport passenger experience look like for you?
Seamless. A passenger should get to an airport and get straight through security, get straight through check-in, be sat there with their feet up, ready to relax and enjoy their holiday. That experience has to be there from the start, and that's what we all need to work towards.
Okay, well, thank you for your closing remarks. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.